44 days from now, the college football season will kick off in Ireland, and we have spent plenty of time discussing how Iowa State is getting ready for the novelty of an international game. But it's not just ISU that's dealing with that. Kansas State is in the exact same spot. They'll come home and play a game in week one, just like Iowa State. I caught up with the K-State quarterback Avery Johnson about how he's preparing logistically.
So I've heard the biggest thing isn't really about traveling there. It's more about when you travel back than the jet lag. So I feel like from week 0 to week 1, they're going to have some stuff for us to get our bodies back and rejuvenated. The biggest thing for me is just being able, since we're doing an overnight flight, being able to get as much sleep as I can. And then when I get there, I've heard that you're really not supposed to sleep again until that nighttime. So don't take a nap during the day, don't do anything during the day until it's actually time for you to go to sleep so your body can kind of get adjusted and accumulated to it. But I don't really know how it's going to affect my body. It's going to be a different time zone, and it's not just like you go East Coast or West Coast or something like that where it's an hour. It's going to be definitely a different feeling, but I got full faith in our nutrition staff, our sports science staff, guys like that I know they'll have us ready to go whenever kick comes around.
It's going to feel like a bowl game for those of us that are traveling, but the game itself couldn't be any further from a bowl game. Not only is this a rivalry, it will impact the Big 12 championship race before we even hit September. I would call it Iowa State's biggest game of the year. Here is K-State defensive end Cody Stufflebean.
It's not quite the same feeling to it compared to this, where like you get to go play against one of the more physical disciplined teams in the league. So being able to lock into that and having to play well week 0, and there's nothing that really prepares you for that. Like practicing against yourself doesn't compete to a game kind of like that. So yeah, definitely have to be locked into the details all the way from the beginning.
That is a hungry K-State team. Taylor Poitier does not like the Cyclones.
Especially last year, it really hurt. Iowa State was able to go to the Big 12, and they really sunk when a whole bunch of their fans ran onto the field and crossed by you saying a whole bunch of words. So get a little get back this year for sure.
44 days away. We're going to keep counting down the days right here at CycloneFanatic. Thank you to Fareway for sponsoring a great week of content here in Frisco.